welcome back to Clevver Style.
If you are like us, then you are really cool. That's not what I was supposed to say. If you're like us, then you've probably been dabbling in crafts during this time.
What else is there to do? Exercise? Really, I should be doing that as well.
But today, instead of grappling with the struggle of what to do with all the clothes I do not wear,
Whether out of style or for whatever reason, we don't wear them anymore.
We are going to be upcycling some of our own clothing that maybe everybody owns, like a big t-shirt.
because it's always good to make use of items that we're not wearing instead of just throwing them away, because that's bad for the environment and the animals.
The twist is we're going to be doing this with a 90s flair.
Because the 90s were just like probably the most iconic fashion decade. Fight me on that.
What's up, bro? What, bro? Sup, bro? Take a swing, bro. Right here, bro.
It's because it has the best year overall, which is 1992. Not for any other particular reason other than that was the year I was born.
I feel like the 90s really gave us some of like the best looks. We had a lot of crop tops, we had a lot of chokers, low-rise jeans, which I don't even like really want to talk about because like I can't with low-rise jeans.
So let's get started. We have tons of fun projects we're going to be doing today, and obviously we're super crafty these days, so wish us luck still. So I'm going to be upgrading this denim jacket. What do you think about this denim jacket? It's oversized.
It's a big one, huh?
And I think that adding some patches might make it like really cute and cool.
Yeah.
And of course, I have Babe here, Nils, because I have been mooching off of his artistic ability throughout all of quarantine. We got all the goods. We got tons of fabric paint, a hot glue gun. We have these jeans that we're gonna use to draw the images on. So do you have any images that kind of come to your mind? What is your artistic? I'm just trying to sweet talk you because I'm gonna make you do the heavy lifting on this. Should I know what that smiley face is? It looks familiar. Is it like Slipknot or something?
It's the Nirvana face.
Oh, see, I was close.
You won.
Oh. Alright, so we're just drawing away over here. I decided on a Game Boy, which looks like poop so far. Appeals to my nerdy side, you know? So, it's still not dry, which makes it
Why, I
feel...
just didn't know the layer. Did you
Oh, you
stick
did?
your finger on it?
Mm-mm.
You
Things I've learned, it's better to make them bigger, otherwise there's just not enough space to like get the details. So I've restarted this Game Boy and I made it a lot bigger. These patches are still not dry, so we are going to just let them sit out and dry overnight, and then we will be back tomorrow. So see you in the morning. After much trial and tribulation, I quickly realized that with fabric paint, there's not a lot of room for error. Because I don't have the artistic skills that Nils does, his came out pretty clean and really nice. He did this Black Lives Matter one in LA and his Nirvana smiley face, and they're very like retro looking and things like that. So I ended up actually going in with acrylic paint pens, and it just really allowed me to go in and just make a couple patches that really pop a lot more, and I just really liked that. And I'm gonna cut them out, and the next step is to put hot glue, and then it'll be time to adhere them to my denim jacket. So I got my straightener, got my jacket, and then I guess all I have to do is put the patch on, cover it with the rag, and then hold the straightener there for like 10 to 20 seconds. Are you guys watching this? Are you seeing this? This would be a heck of a lot easier with an iron. I'm gonna wait a few seconds. Okay. Alright, so for the most part it did actually work. Alright, I am wearing the jacket with the patches. Actually worked out pretty well. Just had to do a little bit of extra flat ironing. But yeah, no, I think it worked out really well. Now that I know it works, I might try this again and put some patches on some other things. And maybe cut out a few steps or kind of rework some things because I feel like it took me so long.
It's been 84 years.
But it was worth it. I actually think it looks really super cute, like adorable. I love this.
I am going to be doing kind of 2.5 things. I'm going to be taking a large oversized men's t-shirt and I'm going to be cutting it as like a little tie crop top, almost like loose Like, you'll just have to see for yourself. Next, I'm going to be doing a more fitted women's tee that I'm going to be tying in a very similar fashion. So if you know me and if you've been following me for a while, you know I love a good crop top. Like, there have been many a time where I've just said, like, crop tops are all I wear, it's all I do, it's all I think about, I eat, sleep, breathe crop tops. So we ordered some, like, basic Fruit of the Loom men's t-shirts. These are in a size large. It's nice and wrinkled for us. That's so exciting. All right, so as you guys can see, this as just a t-shirt by itself is pretty big. We are gonna go ahead and make it sexy.
So sexy, it hurts.
Okay, so in order to make this plunging effect, you basically wanna do a straight line with a pencil all the way down to the bottom of the shirt. Now, because this shirt came folded, there is already a line onto the shirt, so that's really helping me out. So don't come for me saying I didn't do it. We are going to lay it flat, and I'm gonna draw a diagonal where this line meets in the middle, like, so that way you can have a little bit of a plunging neckline. So I pretty much did a line, and then a line and a line. So I'm gonna start at the bottom and I'm gonna cut to where that little V meets. And you don't wanna cut the whole shirt, you just wanna cut the top layer. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut to the shoulder. All right, and then you can like flip it like that. That's fun and exciting. Okay, then she heads to the top and cuts this little flapper off. Okay, so then she's cutting off this. She wants it to be like a straight line. I mean, that was not a straight line, but it was, well, it's fine. Okay, so then we're gonna open up the smock. So then what she does is kind of where that flap meets, she's gonna cut up like how cropped she wants the shirt. And then I'm gonna cut like that. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and try this on because apparently that's it. So let's try this on. Oh, okay. Obviously you could do this like without a sports bra underneath. And it's like kind of a vibe. But look, I mean, it definitely like is what it is. Really quickly, you guys, before I move on to the other fitted shirt, I wanted to show you what it looked like without a sports bra underneath. I actually do think it's really cool because this is obviously like a very plunging neckline, but it's still pretty fitted. You can kind of adjust the wrap like whichever way you want, and I kind of just think it's like pretty creative. Pretty good hack. So for part 2 of this challenge, I'm going to be using a more fitted women's t-shirt. This is basically just like if you don't have the oversized shirt in your closet and you just have something a little bit more fitted, will it work the same, if not better? She goes ahead and cuts the collar sort of similar. She just starts a little backwards and she just cuts into a V, pretty much the exact same thing as the other one. She just has like a little bit different of a technique. So you cut out to the shoulder and then you go down and make like a V shape with your cut. I would have never thought to do this. So I love when I see someone else take the initiative and then it's like, I don't know, inspires someone to do something like this. How cool. And then what she also did was cut the collar off as well. Okay, so that's donezo. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this on and see if I like this method better. Okay guys, so I wanted to just show you what this one looked like with this method. It's a little bit more fitted and ironically, it's like, I feel like it's gonna fall off and my lady bits are gonna fall out. It's just not as secure right here. I guess you could take some boob tape and like tape it down, but this part's kind of falling down. I think what would help it is sort of cutting up like the other method did so that the strings to tie feel like a little bit more separated from the rest of the shirt. So I think the first method is better and you could probably do it with any size shirt, but overall, I mean, it works.
So for my upcycling, I'm gonna take a pair of old white denim shorts. They would be perfect to experiment with some tie-dye. On top of that, I'm going to make some custom patches and then I'm gonna iron those on to the shorts and do a full short makeover. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is tie-dye these shorts. So I really want to do pastel tie-dye this time. So we got this unicorn tie-dye kit. It comes with 3 colors. There's a blue, a pink, and a yellow. And then depending on how much you fill them up, your colors will either be strong or whatever. So first things first, gotta get it damp. The kit has handy dandy instructions called Inspiring Ombre. What I'm gonna try to do, it only uses 1 color, I'm gonna use 3. Why do I make things so difficult all the time? So it says, fill up your bottle with water, apply half your bottle to the bottom. then refill the water. Time for pink. Yellow. Looks pretty good. Now I'm going to wrap it in plastic and wait 6 to 8 hours, which is really hard because I'm very impatient.
Don't care how, I want it now.
While my tie-dye is tie-dyeing, now I'm going to make custom patches because patches are very 90s. What I'm kind of thinking is pineapple, feels very summery. I'm gonna cut the fabric out of this. I'm gonna paint it with some fabric paint, and then we're going to glue it, I think, to the shorts. We'll get there one step at a time, Loryn. So I found a picture of a pineapple I'm gonna try to mimic, and I really like the idea of putting the pineapples on the back pockets. So we're gonna try a couple different variations and see which ones go best. Okay, all right, now we draw. All right, so I got my 2 pineapples cut out. They look pretty good. I think I'm gonna paint the whole thing white. Does fabric paint go through fabric? All right, so the paint has dried on my pineapples. So after looking at the shorts, the button, the like metal parts of the shorts did not absorb any of the dye because they're metal and they're still white. So after looking at that, I actually think the white pineapple patches will look really good on the butt. Because these are no-sew patches, the video I watched, what she did is she put melted hot glue all over the back of the patch, and now I will iron over top of it and the iron will adhere it to the shorts. Oh yeah, cool. That worked out really well. Let's do the other one. Wow. All right, looks pretty good. All right, it's time for the moment of truth. My shorts have been dyed, the patches have been patched. Are you ready for this? Hey, bam, bam, bam. Look at this. The blue, I wish I maybe had gone up a little bit with the blue, especially as these shorts kind of ruffle, but I love it, and I love that there's a little hints of purple. So it's just like a very clean, white tie-dye, like motif situation. I did it! God, it took me all day. I'm very tired. Can I have a White Claw now?